He wasn't God, but he did things that God couldn't do. It was God of basketball. Jordan influenced the sport of basketball. Then he used his unreasonable three-point shot to subvert the way basketball has been played for 100 years. Opened a whole new era. He is the God of three. Stephen Curry made it to the finals 3 times in 3 years. Won 2 O'Brien Cups after the Avengers ascended to the top. Curry continued to follow in the footsteps of God. And in 2017 and 2018 seasons, Kevin Durant was willing to reduce his salary in order to retain the championship-winning team. And the State Warriors opened up a greater ambition to establish the 6th king in NBA history. Dynasty Warriors Dynasty. But how can the road to the dynasty be so simple in order to deal with the powerful Warriors? All the heroes have painstakingly studied the method of resisting the enemy, and the Houston Rockets traded for 9-time All-Star Chris Paul. On the night of the curtain battle, the Warriors were defeated, and no one at that time would have thought that this defeat was just the beginning of the Golden State Warriors, who were known as space warships, and the disposition of the dominating alliance began. After frequent defeats, Curry was injured, Durant was injured, and Hinchell was injured 3 in a row, and after 82 games in the regular season, the Warriors only won 58 and finished second in the West. The results of the playoffs are simply a disaster. In the first round of the playoffs, they faced the Western powerhouse San Antonio Spurs, and at that time Curry had not returned from injury. And in the desperate situation of missing Curry, Durant came back in time to nothing. The dominant power of the Spurs led the Warriors to the Eastern Conference semifinals, and the opponent in the Eastern Conference semifinals was the New Orleans Pelicans led by Thick Eyebrows. Facing the wall of this first-round sweeping opponent, Curry returned from injury. The battleship was full of firepower. Even if it was as strong as a thick eyebrow, there was no way to stop it. But after eliminating the shaved beard, the Warriors ushered in a more formidable opponent, the Houston Rockets, the new king of the West with the first regular season record. Fully armed, vowed to overthrow the Warriors and climb to the top in one step. This year's Western Final was extremely tragic, and could be called a game of 5 handsome commanders at a historical level. 5 small against 5 small, 3-point protection, standard garbage spray, 2 super strong team immortals fight more and more ferocious. 5 battles after the Rocket won Tung Wong Mountain. Only one step away from the final, when people thought that the Warriors won it. And it fell. The myth staged a 6th stop, and Clay was like God descending from heaven and tearing apart the powerful Rockets with an unreasonable 3-point shot. Paul on the sidelines can only be anxious, but he has no power to turn things around. He can only watch Clay become a hero, and the much-anticipated battle for 7 will start. Whoever wins can decide in one step. This battle is dark for both sides, and a half is over. The Warriors woke up Curry, Durant, Clay, and Toms, and the Warriors went from 15 points down to PUBG, tearing apart the Rockets to reach the finals, where they will once again face the 4-tier rivals, the Cleveland Cavaliers.